balanced motherfucking coverage. This is the Phantom News. Yo. Smack yo hoes, fuck yo spouse. Phantom News is in the house. This week's top story, would you believe it's actually real news? I know, scary isn't it? Well, it gets worse. Apparently there's some talk radio prick by the name of Michael Allen Weiner, but he goes by the fake-ass name of Savage to make himself sound badass. Besides being a conservative dick, he recently made a statement saying that most autistic children have been misdiagnosed and basically just need to be disciplined. Holy shit. Can you believe the balls on this guy? I'm going to play you actual audio from his show just so you can hear how fucked up he really is.
You my opinion on autism, since I'm not talking about autism? A fraud. A racket. I'll tell you what autism is in 99% of the cases. It's a brat who hasn't been told to cut the act out. That's what autism is. What do you mean they scream and they're silent? If I behaved like a fool, my father called me a fool. And he said to me, don't behave like a fool. The worst thing, he said, don't behave like a fool. Don't be anybody's dummy. Don't sound like an idiot. Don't act like a girl. Don't cry. That's what I was raised with. That's what you should raise your children with. Stop at the sensitivity training. You're turning your son into a girl, and you're turning a nation into a nation of losers and beaten men.
If you want to collect a little money and get free medical care, you want to get the kid to take tests with help, where the answers are given to him before he takes it, just say he's got an illness, ADD, DDD, AS. To me, there was one disease that they all have. It's called STUPID. That's the main illness most of these kids have. Sometimes trying to strangle another kid in this class who annoys him. Maybe he's a born martial artist. Eddie Seven has a strange habit of sticking his shirt in his mouth and sucking on it. He's an idiot. That's a different story. Prone to angry outbursts and hyper means he's probably going to be a good, either a lawyer or a good talk show host. Sometimes trying to strangle another kid, he's got to control it. He'd probably be a good martial artist or a good ring fighter. The brother, though, hopeless. Sticking his shirt in his mouth and sucking on it, finished.
Yeah, this dude is screwed up the asshole. Did you hear all that shit about how things were done in his day? Apparently, there are a bunch of rumors going around that his father abused him as a child. Well, the staff here at Random Ass Pictures was lucky enough to catch him on his way back from a cross burning, so, ladies and germs, we now have a chance to hear the full, undisclosed truth from Savage himself. We now take you to a live video feed of Savage. Michael, how's it going? Hello, my name is Michael Savage and I am really gay. I'm also a tight-ass Republican who thinks that 99% of autistic children need to be slapped upside their face and be told to shut the fuck up. Hey, what the fuck? You just took me out of context. You just took me out of fucking context. Why am I even on your show, Phantom? You're just a fucking loser. Hey, everyone watching this video, I'm Michael Savage and I think all of you are losers because you don't fit my personal spectrum. Unless you have a 4.0 GPA and play football or whatever it is preppy conservative kids are doing these days and are prepared to sign up for the military and die trying to kill anything that looks remotely Muslim, then I think you are a waste of the nation's time. Now if you excuse me, I must go masturbate to my collection of John McCain porn. Not so fast. Holy shit, Rush, what the fuck are you doing here? You're stealing all my fucking thunder, Savage. I'm the king of tight-ass conservative talk radio assholes and I'm not going to have you steal my audience of ignorant shitheads. Now prepare for ass rape. No! Hey, you just gave me a false diagnosis of homosexuality. Bet you wish you were in some left-wing sensitivity shit now. Put my t-shirt in your mouth and suck it. Ignorant ass sex is orgasmic. The thought of a medical cartel making a shitload of money off of false diagnosis makes you sexually excited, doesn't it? That was swell. Hello, Mike, are you there? Well, we seem to have lost connection with our live camera, so I guess we might as well move on to a topic that isn't complete bullshit. In YouTube news, contests, and more contests. Walrus Guy is holding a contest. I'm sure you are all familiar with a Brazilian Disney ripoff movie known as Rat-Tat-Poing. If not, take a minute to look it up. Antoine D. Coulette is holding a contest to give text to a clip he posted. The clip is the opening to the CDI Legend of Zelda The Faces of Evil. However, he scrambled the audio so it sounds foreign. The contest is to write your own version of the script. Anybody who has ever watched an anime show knows how screwy translation of foreign scripts can sound, so the idea is to make it sound really wacky. For more info, message Antoine D. Coulette. Also, our good friend T2 Art needs a suggestion for his next video. Yeah, kind of like a contest, but not really. Drop by his latest video and be sure to suggest an idea for the next thing you'd like to see him make a YouTube poop of. Who knows, your idea might just be accepted. In entertainment news, it was a dark day for Nickelodeon. This past weekend, the series finale of Avatar aired. Honestly, it wasn't the worst ending to a series, but I think anybody who saw it could tell you that it left a lot to be desired. In a way, I was kind of happy to see it end, to see the world finally back in balance, but they could have done a much better job of ending it. As I stated before, Avatar should have lasted for 4 seasons, for the 4 fucking elements. There is definitely room for a 4th season, but I doubt Nick would ever do it, seeing as how the episode ended on a fade out of the words the end. Having completed Avatar, Nickelodeon is now dead for me. Nothing more than Odd Parents movies, iCarly double premieres, and SpongeBob 5 hours of the day. Good night Nickelodeon, it was fun while it lasted. On a more positive note, this Friday, the second X-Files movie comes out. When the X-Files series ended, we were left on a cliffhanger to the fates of Mulder and Scully. It has been confirmed that this movie will not follow the mythology of the series but will be more of a Monster of the Week movie. The basic idea is to appeal to those who were too young to watch the show when it first premiered. I've seen every episode of the X-Files, it was one of my favorite shows, and I would damn well like a return to the government conspiracy. All in all, I am glad to see that Mulder is still alive, and it'll be fun to have a new story in the X-Files legacy, so you can bet your ass I'll be in the theaters this Friday. And now we take you into the kitchen with our culinary correspondent, Ozzy Osbourne. What is cooking, Ozzy? A Phantom? This week I am down at Quiznos Sandwich Shop. Yes, we all know Quiznos is toasty, but what made the news this week? The prime rib sandwich. I was a little skeptical at first, dare I say, paranoid? Man, that illusion sucked. Anyway, it is a pretty good sandwich, the sauté onions really give it that extra kick. I definitely recommend it, so check it out the next time you're down at Quiznos. Back to your crazy train-ass Phantom. Well folks, our time is just about up, but before we go, I want to introduce a new segment to the news. Every week, I am going to post a video clip of what I call my brain-ass plode clip of the week. That's right, if you have a clip of anything here on YouTube that makes my brain-ass plode, you might just get featured here on the Phantom News. Hell, that is a lot easier than being featured here on YouTube. This week's brain-ass plode clip was posted by YouTube user Sandy Porn from the video Dragon Ball Z Bath Time.
If I were you guys, I'd stay fused together so Chichi can only spank you once.
My brain-ass plode. Well, that's all the time we have for this week's edition of the Phantom News. Hopefully this week will yield some better events so we don't have another bullshitty news week. Phantom out.
Crazy, but that's how